Deep in the forest of Middle Tennessee, two strange hobbits embark on a journey to test the Lumix S9. What will come of these weird men and their controversial little cameras? Well, only time will tell. This video is sponsored by Frameset. More on them whenever I feel like it. Connor and I are staying at a Hobbit house.
Wait, where's the front?
It's true, we found this amazing little Airbnb, and it's a perfect location for an outdoor photo shoot we have planned, where I'm gonna use the S9 and some unique lenses you're probably not expecting.
Gandalf? Is that you?
Hey, it's Gandalf the Brown!
Before we attempt this precious photo assignment, how about a quick tour of this little hobbit hole, aka the wee nook? Let's start outside. The house is actually built into the ground and surrounded by a small patch of land. There are plants, a gazebo, walking paths, and a fire pit to hang out. Overall, it's very simple, but the little details make it feel alive. Now let's step inside. Once you pass Big G and come in through the tiny door, the cozy space is revealed. I feel like Shaquille O'Neal.
What's up, guys?
We are in the wee nook. This is awesome. It's cute, and there's not really much to it. You got a bed, a couch, coffee table, poop room, and a nice kitchen area. But we're not here to sit inside. We're here to test the Lumix S9, so let's start with a fun outdoor product photo shoot. And quickly before that, let me and Connor run through our camera setups. Whoa, my lens is fogged over and it's a built-in Pro Mist.
Normally you have to pay for stuff like that.
We have one photo assignment that we're doing with the S9 in XPAN mode while we're here at the Shire Hobbit house.
The Shire.
With this guy.
How we doing?
But it's kind of cool. Both Connor and I have different colors of S9s and different lenses. So what's your S9 setup?
So I went with the green S9. I also went with the manual focus lens. There's something about like a proper manual focus lens on a camera of this style that just really connects you with your camera. So I went with my Carl Zeiss planar lens. This is the 50mm
so
1.4.
pretty.
You also have a beautiful lens on there.
Yeah, I know. I keep talking about this lens. This is that 7 Artisans 35mm 1.4. It's the Mark II, but it's been discontinued for L mount, and it makes me very sad because it's so pretty. And honestly, I just have my camera in almost full auto mode. I just adjust the aperture and I just trust the camera to get the right exposure, and I'm shooting JPEG. But today we're shooting JPEG and RAW because you're gonna use these photos for some branded stuff you're doing with Wandered, right?
Yeah, so Wandered is a backpack company that I've actually been using their bag for a long time.
So we're like, we need to make some killer photo sets for Connor. So when he sends them to the brand, the goal is like, oh, these look sick.
And we're doing it on the S9. I know the S9 gets a lot of hate. Besides this part.
I know, I keep wanting to shoot, oh man.
Besides that part, this camera is so freaking dope. So yeah, we're just gonna mess around with this all day.
Let's do it.
It's super successful.
We're gonna shoot a little photography stuff for Connor here with his Wandered bags. He has this really cool yellow one. We have a blue one somewhere. I wanna do this wide scene of Connor kind of chilling in the back of his car, looking like he's setting up to do some work or something. Get some nice XPAN photos with the S9. We're shooting on my 35mm, this weird 7 Artisans lens. Connor, why don't you hop in here, brother?
Okay.
Switch to that camera.
Hey.
I'm imagining you're kind of like, your butt's here, maybe this is on your lap or next to you, and you're like grabbing gear out of it or something. Pick this bag up really quick and scoot all the way into the
like this way?
Side. Yeah, yep. Oh dude, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah. This is sick, bro. All right, do it and action. Dude, this is dope.
Oh my God, dude.
These are sick,
Maybe
bro.
your video could change. It's like I shot a product something.
I am so pumped on these photos. XPAN is the future. Look at this. Transition? Wow, sick transition. I guess I'll just show you guys today's sponsor, Frameset, which is a tool I've been using since long before they sponsored me. Frameset is a high quality database of frames, you guessed it, from commercials, music videos, and movies. I'm gonna make this really short and sweet, but basically all you do is type in what you're interested in, like retro camera. Then you get a ton of high quality frames that you can copy or save, and then you can paste them into a document like a storyboard. If you guys remember my weird Tim the Tatman Protein commercial that I made earlier this year, I used Frameset for all of the storyboarding and scripting, and it made the scripting process way better and more visual, but it also made shooting way easier because I just referred to this, I printed it out, and then I just checked everything off as I went about filming it. Just go check it out at the very least because it supports me, so if you like my stuff, click that link, just go browse, and I really appreciate your time. All right, back to S9 stuff. So what the heck is digital XPAN if you have no idea what it is? Well, basically, it's just trying to recreate old XPAN film shots where it would be like a really wide angle cinema looking photo frame from film cameras, but in digital cameras. So right now the Lumix S9, the S5 II and 2X all do this digital XPAN mode, and some of the Fuji cameras do it as well. I know the GFX 102 does it in photo and video. So what's cool about the Lumix S9 is it's not just putting bars on your photo while you're shooting, it crops it off in the final photo. If you're shooting JPEG, it just turns out as a wide photo file, which I really like. I love just shooting JPEGs and sending them straight to my phone, which can automatically transfer from the S9 and the Lumix Lab app. It just goes straight to my phone, and then I can stack them up, put them on Instagram. So me and Connor both stack our XPAN digital photos differently. So like when I post Instagram stories, I love having them stacked up in like 4 or 5 photos. I'm using Adobe Photoshop Express, and it's free, but I already have an Adobe membership, so rip in peace, 20 bucks a month. But you do it differently, right? You just stack them within Instagram stories.
So basically you just pick whatever you want the middle photo to be when you're uploading an Instagram story. And then from there, you can go up and hit add photo, just tap on it until it becomes a rectangle, because it does some weird stuff like it's a star for some reason. I don't know who's doing that.
Yeah.
But you can make it a rectangle, then size it up, and you just do it manually. And I know it's like kind of ridiculous, but I don't have to open up any other app. I can just tap, 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 size up, tap, 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 size up, and then I do it 5 times or 4 times and I'm done.
Yeah, that's not bad.
After the acquisition of XPAN bangers, we snagged some B-roll footage for Connor's video, including this clip where it looks like Connor is floating. And I also crashed my drone.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we were seeking cinematic Hobbit hole shots, and I crashed my drone. I really need to get rid of this history of drone crashes. I crashed my drone into the lake, and it's dead and gone forever, so I have to buy a new drone. Okay. Luckily, the drone functions still. I just need to replace these propellers, so.
But now the Hobbits are hungry, so we're heading out to grab some food.
Baking my LUT in.
On the drive, we came to a weird detour and actually found a cool spot for some sunset photos.
So our road just ends here because there's construction with this bridge, so we had to take this weird detour here, and Connor's parked over there, and we realized if Connor's standing up here, we might be able to get a cool XPAN photo of his reflection in the water here. So he's gonna walk up into this construction site, and we're gonna try to shoot some XPAN stuff. We got some randos in the background back there. I don't know if you can see them. We're gonna do this and then maybe go get some food because we're freaking hungry. So we're going into a random town.
The S9 is the first camera I've had in a while that I love taking with me simply to document life with photography and video. I'm not trying to be some artistic photography wizard with this camera, but it's cool to know it carries that kind of power if I want to use it that way. For me, it just helps me live in the moment because it doesn't get in the way. Not everything has to be a masterpiece. And maybe I think like that because I'm from a small podunk town like the one we visited on our trip where I had truly the worst breakfast of my life. It was genuinely like airplane food that's been blasted with a hairdryer for 20 minutes.
This is what they served at that community college prison that we saw.
I don't know, man. This trip for me was just about hanging out with my friend and shooting some cool photos and some footage and just getting away. This whole social media, YouTube shenanigans stuff can actually be very isolating and lonely and stressful. And this was a nice little escape to the wee nook. So hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you want, like if you don't. I'll see you in the next one.
Connor, how would you describe what just happened the last 2 hours of your life?
Quantum.
And now we're waiting for Unis Honest compilations to load.
It's not working.
We are chronically online.